Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 9 of the NRL. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday. It's currently Sunday night at 8:52 p.m. the 12th of July 2020. We saw two games of football today. We saw the Eels beat the Knights 10 points to 4, and we saw the Dragons beat the Seagulls 34 points to 4. Hope your team got up on the weekend. Hope you, if you had a multi, hope you won some money. Shout out to Entertain House. He cashed out about $350, I reckon it was, all up. He had a big win last week, and he was very happy, and he had another big win this week. So shout out to Entertain House on a multi, and thanks to everyone as well who watched my live stream between the Dragons and the Seagulls. I had a very fun time. My dad was watching it with me. He's a Dragon supporter. He was excited, very happy, and it was good to see my dad's Red V Dragons get up in a big way. So let's talk about the first game was between Parramatta and Newcastle and Parramatta. Eels won that game 10 points to 4. Very low scoring game, bit sloppy. Wasn't what I expected. I'm not surprised that it was low scoring, but I'm just a bit disappointed in the game itself. I thought it was going to be a really good game, but very sloppy. I thought Parramatta were way off. They were nowhere near their best this afternoon against Newcastle, but like you've seen in the past, the good teams find a way to get the job done, and Parramatta are one of those great teams this year. They are a premiership contender. I've been tipping against them most weeks, but I tipped them this week and they got up. But um, they were brilliant. Oh, they weren't brilliant, but they did what they had to do today to get over the Newcastle side, who were very similar to what they were against Manly. They are not scoring points. They're defending games like the Bulldogs used to do, the Dogs of War style. They're not attacking much, which is weird. I don't know about Kurt Mann at 5'8". Doesn't pass the ball enough. He's a bit of a ball hog, bit of an imposter in my opinion. I thought Mitchell Pearce had an average game. I thought Kalen Ponga was terrible. He was garbage, Kalen Ponga. I thought Clint Gutherson was a lot better than Kalen Ponga today in that game. I thought Sivo had a fair game when he got the ball. Ryan Madison was good. Also, the two plays that were great, I thought Nathan Brown was unbelievable. One of the best games of his career this afternoon, 228 metres, according to the Fox League app, which is absolutely outstanding for Nathan Brown. Great performance from Nathan Brown. I thought he was great for the Parramatta side. Regan Campbell Gillard as well, over 200 metres as well. He's in great form, CG. Bit of a crusher tackle as well in the first half, which he might have to be a bit careful about. He might be facing the judiciary for that. I'm not too sure, but it didn't look good. But hopefully he's all good from that. Junior Paulo's in good form. Ferguson got the sets rolling today, but again, he just can't score tries. Fergo, bit of a shame. As for the Knights, Clemmer was good. Saifidi was limited, I think. He didn't really have much of an impact today. McCulloch was good for the Knights. I thought Herman Essie had a solid performance. Just looking at some of the stats here. McCulloch 54 tackles. That's unbelievable, isn't it? It's absolutely unbelievable. You're right. Yeah, the error count. I'm just having a look at the error count, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, Newcastle 13 errors, Parramatta 9 errors. You're never going to win a game of football making 13 errors, although Melbourne did last night against Canberra and they got the job done. But we all know how that game went with the refereeing. But Newcastle at the penalty count 6-4. I just thought it was a disappointing game. Both teams were lackluster. Attack wasn't in the game. It was a slippery day at Newcastle. It was good to see about 7,000 people there. It was good to see, but Parramatta get the job done, 10 points to 4. I'm going to give the Newcastle a nice performance, a 4 out of 10. I'm going to give the Eels performance a 5.5 out of 10. Just grind the win out. My best three on ground, it's a tough one to pick, but I'm going to go number 3, Andrew McCulloch. I thought he was great for Newcastle. Number 2, I'm going to go with Regan Campbell Gillard. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Nathan Brown. I thought it was his best game of the season for the Parramatta side. He's been suspended twice, so I think it was good to see Nathan Brown have a good game. Now let's move on to the game that we just seen. The Dragons, holy shit. They smashed Manly 34 points to 4. Unbelievable. Now, Manly started well. They scored the first try there, Joel Thompson, and after that, they just fell into a heap. Daly Cherry Evans had a very ordinary game. Some of his passing was terrible. Some of his kicks weren't good. It's so hard for Manly at the moment. Without Tom Trbojevic, I said they would not win another game until he's back. I think they've lost about 3 in a row now since Turbo got injured. So it's very tough for the Manly Seagulls at the moment. They're not scoring enough points. Defensively, that was their key tonight, but defensively they were terrible. The Dragons were brilliant. I thought Ben Hunt at hooker was absolutely sensational. I thought Mikaele Ravalawa was great. 4 big hits in that game he made. Matt Duffy at fullback is fantastic. Josh Kerr was great off the bench, great impact. Paul Vaughan was great. Frizzell still runs those dangerous lines. Zach Lomax is good. I love the combination on the right side with the Dragons at the moment, where they've got Zach Lomax and Ravalawa. It's a fantastic combination. 2 young players. They're the future of the club, I think, and I thought they were both terrific tonight for the Dragons. As for Manly, it was so hard to find a good player for Manly. Only one forward made over 110 metres. Martin Tapau was the only one, and I don't know. I'm very worried about Manly, guys. The best player was probably Jake Trbojevic, 40-something tackles, but I'm really worried about Manly. They're not scoring enough points at the moment. Their defence has been ordinary, a little bit ordinary lately. They're struggling without Turbo. Who do Manly got next week? They got Parramatta next week, don't they? That's a tough game. And then Manly got the Cowboys, and then they got Penrith. So they got a couple of tough games there, the Manly Seagulls. I think they need Turbo to come back early, but it's a risk with that as well. It's just going to be tough. You know, before kickoff, they made a change. They put Kate Custer 5'8", Brendan Elliott the fullback. Everyone wanted to see that happen, and then they did it, and it just did not work. It was terrible. So I'm really concerned about Manly. Everyone knows I tipped them to win the comp at the start of the year. I hope they bounce back because I think Manly are a great team when they're on. But at the moment, they're going through a lot of injuries at the moment. A bit like Canberra. Manly and Canberra are in the same boat at the moment. They've got a lot of injuries. Like Canberra's got Hodgson out injured now, so they might struggle without Hodgson. I think they will. Manly without Turbo, they're struggling. So Manly and Canberra are in the same boat at the moment. A lot of injuries, a lot of things going wrong, and it's not good for them. As for the Dragons, I think tonight, if the Dragons can back that up every week, they're going to be in the top 8. I'm telling you right now. But I'm not sure if they'll play finals with Dragons. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at the current ladder. I think Manly Dragons are in 11th, so they've jumped the Cowboys, so that's fucked. But from 11th to 15th, they're all on the same points. Oh no, actually, 12th to 15th, they're all on the same points. From 8 to 11, it's on all the exact same. Oh no, 8 to 10. Fuck me, I'm losing my mind. I don't know. But anyway, look, I'm going to give the Manly Seagulls performance tonight a 2 out of 10. They were horrendous tonight. Diabolical, I think. And the Dragons' performance, I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. The Dragons' best game of the season. It was great. If I had kept Manly scoreless, I would have given them a 10. Because that perfect game is when you score 34 and no one else scores a point. But well done to the Dragons. Fantastic win tonight. And I thought they were really good. My best 3 on ground, I'm going to go. Gee, it's tough because there were some bloody good players tonight. Fuck, Paul Vaughan had a big game too. All right, I'm going to go. Number 3, I'm going to go with Mikaele Ravalawa. Number 2, I'm going to go with Paul Vaughan, 228 metres. That's fantastic. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Ben Hunt. I thought he was terrific at dummy half tonight, and I think that's his position. And whether he likes it or not, hooker is Ben Hunt's position, and I hope he stays there. Yeah, great performance from the Dragons. Yeah, fantastic win for the Red V, and it's good to see them get a win and start to look a bit better this year. So, anyway, guys, that's it for the Sunday Football Review. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share the video to your mates. I'm about 19 subscribers away from 500 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow morning, about 7, 8 a.m., something like that, Team of the Week video for round 9 will be coming out. Until then, guys, have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Catch you later.